What's up, YouTube? Hey, what's going on? This video is just to give you some tips on how to remove your headliner from your 9th gen Civic, and it's actually not very difficult to do. There are a few things you need to know. Taking these handles off, you're gonna need to know that when you use a screwdriver to pry the caps off, it's best to use like a plastic when you're doing anything in your car, like all this stuff. The plastics in this car, all of these cars, is very soft, and if you use metal on them, obviously metal is a lot harder than the plastic, so you are going to damage it. This stuff isn't really made super strong. Like if I dug my fingernail into this right now, just kind of push down with a little pressure and kind of nicked it, you will see that. So that being said, you need to be careful when you're trying to remove or customize any of these parts in your Honda. So pretty much, why am I making this video? I just want to make everything easier for you. And if you try to do what I'm doing, which is I'm gonna pretty much tear off the existing headliner, put the Galaxy one up, some space theme going on, because I'm gonna drill holes and I'm gonna do the Starlight ceiling, and I think that just goes well together, having like an actual constellation with like the stars being illuminated. So just very quickly, I'm going to cover the two things that was kind of difficult for me and probably shouldn't have been, but it's just how it is. So this rectangle here is where these handles attach to. So if you look, it sort of lines up right now. And to get those off, I once again do not use a flathead screwdriver to remove that, because you're going to damage the cap that holds this on. And there's a clip. It's a spring-loaded clip, and it basically looks like this. And then it sort of it's a spring-loaded, so it wants to expand inside of here, outwards, or actually up and down. It wants to expand and lock itself in. So getting this off is easy. Removing the cap was kind of a pain. Ah, my battery's low. That's why I turned off the lighting. But anyways, I'm going to put this video out anyways. I don't care. You can still kind of see. But basically, use a plastic pry tool, pop those off, and then you can pretty much squeeze that and pull it out. It's really easy. It's like, it's not difficult at all. Once those come out, do the same thing to the other side. As you can see, this is sort of velcroed on here. You can see where this goes. It's not really velcro, it's like that hard stuff that where it's a hook and loop, but this is like a hook and a hook, or I don't know what you call it, but if you push it up, it'll sort of lock into place. So you can just pop that down. It goes around the moonroof or sunroof, whatever you want to call it. It comes up to the front. You can see there's a couple up there anyways, somewhere. Right now, I'm pretty much stuck on removing the back. There's this weird kind of, I don't know, this plastic piece in there that's giving me a pain to remove it, but I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to hold a camera and try to film, but basically that's all that's left. Let me talk to you about the hardest part of this whole thing. If you're looking right there, that triangle is where the sun visor goes. There's a couple of videos on it. I found one that was very useful. The guy was talking about, it took him an hour to get this off. He used a screwdriver and he just kind of like basically pivoting this white plastic piece, so then he could turn the visor with it and then pop it out. Well, I found out, I got these out in 10 minutes, this side and the other side. The other, I'd say 8 minutes on this side, like 2 minutes on the other side, because once I figured this out, I knew what to do on this side. But you basically take the screwdriver and just hammer it in. Hammer it in look at that guy's video to see which way you turn it. And I believe you're turning this one from this angle. I think it's counterclockwise. You want to turn it towards the window, but you shove it in there at that angle, going towards like the front and out the front pillar. Hammer it into there. Be careful when you do it. Don't just start hammering into the white plastic. Like, know where it ends and kind of like pry so you can see where your opening is. Hammer in and then sort of just spin it. And once you do that, it pops out. This is going to be a bitch. Undo the battery. You will. That horn is going to go off. It's going to go off a lot. You don't have a horn here, so you can sort of lie down on the dash there and do what you need to do. It's definitely uncomfortable to do because you're sitting in a front seat. Tilt these seats all the way back because you're going to need that room. Once you get to this side, that steering wheel's in your way. I tried moving it down. I tried moving it up. It's going to be in the way. So you're going to have to get creative where you're putting your body. And the thing is going to be so close to your face that your eyes aren't even going to be able to focus. But you'll figure it out. Believe me, like I said, I'm not a mechanic or anybody special. This took me like realistically 10-15 minutes, not even messing around. But that's it. That's just an update. I'll show you guys the ceiling when it's done, but that's pretty much what to expect. So I know this isn't much of a really good video. I'm just making these things in my garage, and I'm sure I could edit it and get better lighting and all that, but I'm working on that, so bear with me. Alright guys, I'm signing out. It's a Saturday night. I worked late. I went straight to this, and I figured I'd make it a video if you guys are trying to do this. So, holla at your boy, man. Peace.